Hello and welcome to my live page. My name is Dr. Santosh. I am a pediatric surgeon and today we'll talk about pediatric surgery. But before that, let me introduce myself. So I did my graduation and post-graduation in medicine from Kanpur, that is GSV Medical College. Then I moved to Mumbai for higher qualification, that is in pediatric surgery. And after practicing for more than a decade in Kanpur as a pediatric surgeon, I moved to Dehradun and currently I am working. Pediatric surgery basically refers to surgery of children, and that includes newborns, infants, toddlers, kids, children, even adolescents, that is before you really become adult. Okay, so teens are also included. Also, we give counseling for problems in the fetus, and in developed world, they're operating on fetuses also. So there are a lot of conditions where you can really treat problems where they are inside the mother's womb, and this includes a lot of birth defects and many other kind of problems that children can have. So after MBBS, you go in surgery where you are taught general surgery, that is basic principles of surgery, and a lot of general surgery problems, which includes practically everything in surgery under the sun, right? But today, as we know that a lot of new things have come up, a lot of diseases have come up, and it is not possible for a general surgeon to handle all those things which are very tricky, which need special training, and for which you have to put in extra time. So there is a field of what we call super specialization, where you can choose any field that you want, and pediatric surgery is one of them. Okay, so pediatric surgery is different from other specialties in the sense that it is not a disease specific specialty. That is, for example, you have neurosurgery where you treat disease of the brain by surgery, you have cardiac surgery where you treat disease of the heart by surgery, but pediatric surgery is something where you treat diseases in a particular age group. Going more technical, yes, other than these things, the real stuff is your manual skills, and you have to be what we call dexterity. So that has to be really good, maneuvering, dexterity, and those things are really important in the field. Regarding medicine, one thing is very important in medicine particularly because things are evolving very fast. Knowledge is there every day. There is really bombardment of knowledge, especially after the invention of internet and other things. So a lot of knowledge is available. Therefore, it is important that you keep yourself abreast of what is happening in the world in your particular field. Not only that, because we are operating, we are on a manual thing. Therefore, it is important you upgrade your skills every single day. I have discussed a lot of things which might be intimidating, which might sound intimidating. So now let's discuss the positive things. Trust me, the most positive thing in this specialty is that you get immense satisfaction to make a child, make a baby who is not normal, a normal baby. That is immense satisfaction. Imagine a newly born baby comes to you who does not have a food pipe, who cannot really take anything, milk, he can't even swallow his saliva, imagine. And then when you operate upon him, and after 7 days, 10 days, he goes home, breastfeeding normally, the kind of satisfaction that you see on the parent's face, the baby is just priceless. Again, because this is a very high stress specialty, dealing with a lot of emergencies, given the fact that a lot of birth defects are there and deliveries are not pre-decided, they happen anytime, any hour of day, and therefore you can be called for emergency situations 24/7, and therefore it is important that you strike work-life balance, because long hours, long surgeries, stressful situation can really cost you in your social life, in your family life. So it is important that we learn, obviously with experience and with awareness, that things should be balanced and that you should not get a burnout. A typical day would start from your early morning rounds. So I go to the wards, I take the rounds of my patients in the wards, in the intensive care units, and after that it depends, sometimes on different days. So I have my OPDs, on other days I have my operation theatres days when we operate patients. Of course, during all these, the emergency patients keep on pouring in, so they can come at any time unannounced. And in between, because I'm in a teaching hospital, so there are teaching commitments also. So usually they are in the morning. So in the morning, sometime I have to go for a lecture for undergraduates and postgraduates. Sometimes it is for postgraduates. So we have seminars, we have other activities. And if it is an OT day, it is a complete OT day. So after morning rounds, we go to the OT after the whole day. So by 4 or 5 o'clock, you are free if you're lucky. If some difficult case comes in or something crops during the surgery, it may be even longer. And then after surgery, you go to the post-op care. You see how your patient is doing whom you operated today. And then the evening round. And then you can really wipe your brow. So I hope I have been able to give you a balanced overview of the pediatric surgery. Hope it helps you. I'd be really glad to see you with me someday in this field. Good luck. Thank you.